This is my 1999 Isuzu VehiCross. A little over 4,200 made, imported between 1999 and 2001. This is a pretty high mileage vehicle, but as you can see, it's in very, very good shape for its mileage. It was only used on the highway, just 4 miles from my house to the major highways, and then another half a mile to a mile on the other side of the highway, 50 miles down the road. So I drove it over 500 miles a week for several years, which explains the mileage. As you can see, it's got PF fog lights out front, which is great, especially down here in Florida where it gets really froggy out. A couple defects in the front end. You'll see a small ding here. That was a piece of 2x4 that fell off a truck and hit the front end. And also one of the attachment points on the cladding here. That just popped off recently, of course. A few small stress marks in there. You can't really see it that well, but nothing really major. Some surface rust on the wiper arms and around the cowling there. Not too horrible though. That's pretty much sanding and a quick shot of spray paint, really. We'll take a walk down the passenger side. You'll see she does need tires. The good news is that these are the 16-inch wheels and not the larger wheels, so you're only looking at $70 or $80 a tire as opposed to $250 a tire. Cladding's in good shape. One of the vent visors on the passenger side is cracked. That happened in a windstorm. It was a little bit loose and the wind just took it and ripped it off. Welcome to Florida. She does have a 3.5 liter 6-cylinder engine, which we'll look at shortly. We just run around the back here. You can see, same thing here. Does need tires. Probably get you home, but no guarantees. And I would replace those pretty quick. Looking at the interior from the back, you'll see the spare tire sits in this case here. The spare tire is good and aired up. It does have some additions to it that may or may not be functional. There is a trunk popper in here which automatically releases the trunk. It needs a brace in the back because it pushes the plastic in, so it never did work quite right. It also has a Class 3 tow hitch. I've towed about 5,000 pounds with this truck with no problems whatsoever. Made a couple cross-country trips towing some other cars. It also has a backup sensor system installed, which recently stopped working. I think just the wire came off inside. I really don't have the time or the inclination to mess with it, but it's there, and I'll explain that to the owner if they want the details. In the rear, you'll see it has a factory cargo net here. Unusual item. You don't see them in a lot of the VehiCrosses, and it is factory, as well as a factory cargo mat. A little stained up, but that's what it's there for. And underneath, you'll see the carpet is perfect. All right, the rear seats recline both backwards and forwards. We'll flip those up. They both work fine. Lots of space in the back. Once you get in, a little bit difficult to get in. You'll also notice on the back of the seats, I have two backpacks for extra storage. They're looped around the headrest on the top, and they have buttons driven into the sides. And you'll see there's a center console there. That also needs a little bit of work, but it's okay. It's a GM unit, and it needs to be rewired at this point because over the years the wiring came loose. The windows are tinted. Tinting's not too bad, but it's also, you know, probably 8 years old, that tint. Few scratches in the cladding in the back, especially in the loading area. You'll see some marks here. Not bad. And a couple small scratches on the back here. That's because it's really not a good idea to put a washing machine in the back of the VehiCross. It'll fit, but barely. And if you let them load it, you get scratches. One in the headliner as well there. Okay, so let's take a walk around the front now. We'll take a look at the driver's side, which as you can see is all nice and no major, no dents, no dings, no major scratches or anything like that. Very clean overall. Take a look inside. You'll see the driver's side door. Alright, VehiCrosses are notorious for having bad windows. These windows were perfect up until about a couple days ago when I decided to sell it. I rolled the window down and it came off the track. It's got a cable in there that kind of messed up. We did fix it, but the cable stretched a little bit. It does work. I can't guarantee how long it'll work for. Alright, inside you'll see Recaro seats here. They recline, go forward, go back. There's, you know, better seats than in most Porsches. In the center console, you'll see it's got a custom clock here. That's actually an Isuzu clock. I cut it in myself. It came out of a Isuzu Sports Coupe from the early 80s. It does have the factory original stereo and 6-disc CD changer. Works sometimes, no guarantees. And speakers in both door panels probably need to be replaced. They crack a little bit when you play it. Okay, we'll come on here and we'll go ahead and start her up. As you can see, she has 193,516 miles on it right now. Alright. Starts right up, no problem. Alright, radio works, although I'm not sure what's on it. You know, the AC system does work, but it doesn't blow cold right now. It needs charge. It's R134A, so it's cheap to charge. You know, 10 bucks or so for a can, and you're good to go. Passenger side, very good condition. Hardly ever sat in. Give you another view of the side windows. And on the dash, you will see the ABS light and the check engine light on. The ABS light, I have no idea why it's on. It's been like that for 4 years and the brakes work fine, so I haven't messed with it. Check engine light, the code pulled from that one was EGR error code. I think it's just a bad vacuum, but I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. As you can see here, the clock works. The time is not right currently, but it does work. Okay, you'll see the button, activation button for the fog lights here and for the alarm system here, which does work. Alright, the car is also wired for a backup alarm. I think I mentioned that earlier. Probably just a wire off, but not working right now. Just my luck. Okay, so that's the quick walk around. One thing Isuzu owners are always very interested to see is the undercarriage. So we'll go from the back first. Hopefully there'll be enough light. As you can see, the undercarriage is in very good condition. There is a little bit of surface rust on the muffler and exhaust pipe as normal, and other than that, she's fine. You will see when we go around to the front, there is a power steering leak. It needs a or both power steering hoses. The pump has been diagnosed as and given a clean bill of health. Okay, you'll see here in the front, no visible rust. Everything in very nice shape. Brakes are good, etc. Oil is changed with Mobil 1 every 5,000 miles or less. Usually I change it around 4,500, and I've been doing that with Mobil 1 since I bought the truck at 58,000 miles. So she'll run forever as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that's my walk around. Take a look at the top. And one more thing here, we have a broken vent visor, and we do have a rust spot up here. As far as I know, this is the only rust on the entire truck. It does need to be addressed, you know, but it's not a crucial issue. There's nothing underneath that would affect the frame or the chassis, just around the vents on the top. So that's it. Thanks for taking the time to inspect the vehicle, and good luck. 215 horsepower V6 Isuzu engine with 193,516. Sounds pretty good, huh? TOD system works. Also in the back here you will see the trailer hitch, box hitch, and the wires for the hookup. There's also another set of wires underneath that malfunction, and there is the hitch itself. 35 class 3, good. I've towed over 5,000 pounds with it, including the trailer, so it's in good shape. No rust under there, and we'll look under the doors too here so you can see. under the doors is all clean. As far as I know, this is a Florida vehicle all of its life. And you can see under there, it's not shiny or concours, but it's all clean. Little belt sweep. That engine is about a year, the battery is about a year old. You can see everything is working. Besides that belt squeak, everything is pretty good, besides a little bit of oil seepage on top. Again, almost 195,000 miles. Alright, lights all work. Fog lights work. Normal Vehicrosses don't blink on the side light. It's just a standard bulb inserted in there alongside the original marker light bulb.